All right, Dow off triple digits, down 277 right now as President Trump threatens to slap a new round of tariffs on Chinese goods. Alabama's Republican governor is warning these tariffs are going to hurt her state's economy. President Trump won Alabama with 62% of the votes there. But could the state actually turn? Amid some of these trade fears, my next guest is hoping to flip it. Alabama's 3rd congressional district anyway, something that hasn't been done in over 20 years because it's consistently voted red. Joining me right now, Democratic congressional nominee and former Miss America, Mallory Hagan. Good to have you here.
Thanks
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So you are the Democratic nominee.
That's such a surreal thing to hear. but yes.
You know, Alabama is a state that historically has been pretty traditionally conservative and red, certainly in recent history. What is the opportunity that you're seeing there now?
Well, I think the opportunity for me as a young candidate, I'm 29 years old, there are only 4 women under 40 in Congress. And the opportunity is that we have 4 major colleges and universities and several junior colleges and smaller campuses as well up and down our district. Now, 18 to 25 is traditionally not an age group that anyone spends time on because many people and consultants say they're not worth it. They won't come out to vote. And I personally think that they just haven't had anyone to vote for. And so my strategy is going to be engaging those young voters. We have seen such a shift in this last year of young people being politically active and vocal. And I think this is the time. They have to have someone who energizes them, that they feel that they can believe in, and that their moral compass allows them to vote for. And I think that's where we'll be focusing with my campaign.
So you're going to get the young people out, you hope.
Yes.
What is sort of your overall platform in that? What is it that you're really pushing? Is it simply resist Trump, anti-Trump, or is there something more? Because the criticism right now for the Democratic Party, frankly, is that they don't, one, have enough young people, so hats off to you for getting involved, and that, 2, they don't have a platform. They don't stand for anything. They're just about resistance. And, you know, when the economy's doing kind of well, as it is right now, it's hard to get people motivated if they don't feel that you're going to offer a solution. So what is the solution that you want to bring to Washington and that you'd like to see other Democrats offer up?
Well, I think the thing that's happened in our district specifically is Congressman Rogers has just had his door closed. When you call, the people you interact with are a little bit combative, and he refuses to hold town halls. He's not listening to his constituents, and every single person's issues in their life are what matter most to them. And so I have been listening since February 6th, when I announced that I was going to run. I have held listening sessions on campuses up and down our district with community members, and the 3 things that are rising to the top for our district are healthcare, education, and equality in Alabama. And I think a lot of people don't understand that our culture of our state and the perception of our state is actually very important. And so those are the 3 things that I find myself talking about the most. And I'm not running on a resist President Trump platform. I do think that I'm running on a platform of leadership. And to me, leadership includes compassion and kindness and being a role model for our young people to look up to. And I do think that that's important for our representatives. And I do hope that that's something that helps people see me in this role as a viable candidate against Congressman Rogers.
So you were Miss America.
I was.
You were in the headlines recently, and you're seen as a big part, reason why Sam Haskell was ousted as CEO. They have just announced that they're no longer going to have the swimsuit competition. How do you feel about that?
You know, I'm okay with it. There's 2 sides to the coin, right? I'm never going to fault the organization for wanting young women to learn how to better their bodies, both mind and emotion and physically, all of those things. But I also don't think that it has anything to do with the job that I did. I lobbied Capitol Hill with the National Children's Alliance. I was a part of restoring funding in our 2014 budget for our child advocacy centers. That's where our kids go when they've been a victim of crime. There are so many things I did throughout my year that no one ever knows about and doesn't even think to ask about, because they say things like, what's it like to walk on stage in a swimsuit? And I'm like, well, it has nothing to do with the job I did for the year.
You know, and if you think about this, perhaps part of the problem that the Miss America brand itself has, right? It's a bit of an identity crisis. You know this,
yes.
And the viewer may know this. I was Miss New Hampshire way back when, and I competed in Miss America. And of course, there my team goes. They get these pictures, they drag them up. But, you know, and I remember thinking, well, I tell people, well, you know, it's just 15% of your score, because they'd say, you know, you're smart, you're talented, but you're in that. And I said, no, it's just 15%. And then I thought, well, wait a second. then why do they have it if
Yes.
it's just such a small part of your score? Like, either own it and say, you know, we are a beauty pageant and
Yeah.
swimsuit matters, or why the heck have it?
Yeah, yeah.
So you know, I'm kind of with you. I think that, you know, if they want to move forward, they could lose it.
Well, I'm really hopeful for this new board of directors that's predominantly women and women who have held a title at some point, whether it's a state title or the title of Miss America. And, you know, they really understand it. They've been through it. I have faith that they are making decisions for this organization that's scholarship-based on behalf of the young women who
All
participate.
right. Well, good luck in
Thank
the
you.
race.
Thank you.
Congratulations on
Thanks for
getting the
having me.
nomination. Thank you so much. And by the way, tomorrow we got your competition on. Republican Congressman Mike Rogers, who Mallory's hoping to unseat this November. He's going to be joining me as well on the show.